I don't do it as much as I used to, but sometimes when I drive to work, which usually is between like 45 and 55 minutes, I'd spend like the whole time doing that. The tones kept changing, the undertones, the overtones. Be like a journey. And then, like, after a half hour, the muscles start to loosen up. I don't know what I'm doing, but I've settled upon a couple things. Sometimes, just when I'm stressed, I'll just take that deep breath and start, relieving some of that pressure, but also compressing some of that pressure. Anyway, it might be interesting to go on like that for an hour or so on tape. I used to do it all the time. I do it occasionally now, but much more rarely. But I should remind myself that I'm not where I want to be with it. I want to make, for now, I think it's interesting. Also, when I'm in my apartment, I'm afraid of being too loud. Always thinking about the neighbors, Even though, even that, to my sensibility, was too loud. But I can get much, much louder. And the phonics are so much more interesting. Um, so uh, I'm a little bit obsessed with wanting to make something beautiful. And sometimes I think maybe this is my path. It's not beautiful yet. It's interesting. And sometimes it creeps up on beauty. Maybe before I die. In this way, I can make something beautiful. I know there are already, very beautiful throat singers, specifically. I think they're, called Tuvan. Tuvan throat singers. Tuvan throat singing. I think that's. I don't look at that a lot. It's just for years and years. As soon as I knew it was a thing that you could make two tones come out of your mouth at the same time. I wasn't obsessed with learning or researching or anything. I was just obsessed. As soon as I knew it was possible, I just started trying to make sounds with my mouth. So I'm a decade plus in. I've just been messing around with tones in my mouth for 10 years. With no teachers, virtually no study. And I've learned how to do it. It's not beautiful, but it creeps on beauty. And it also sounds different from some of the other throat singing I've heard. So maybe in another 10 years, I can unearth the beauty in it. Maybe. That would be awesome. But for now, it's interesting. and being interesting is beautiful also. But to be like, because to me, this type of thing is beautiful because it's interesting and kind of beautiful and like strange, a little grungy, unfinished, unpolished, And I like all of that. But then also, there's kind of a romantic idea that, like, then to even come from this, let's face it, filthy place to something beautiful. Filthy as I am, to make this beautiful whisper in the wind, so to speak. It's kind of a nice idea. Anyway. But yeah, I think I'd like to make, at some point, maybe, because I used to drive to work, and I know I have a long drive to work coming Monday, which I don't like. Sometimes it's 45 minutes, sometimes 55 minutes. Here, well, yeah, sometimes 65, 70 minutes, 75. Sometimes an hour and a half. So the drive I have Monday is coming up on an hour and a half, and maybe in that time I could find an hour to just straight up, no holds barred, make disgusting noises from my botched throat. And it might be kind of cool because 50 minutes of it might pretty much suck, sound like everything else, but there might be a glorious 10 minutes. And I find that quite often. And a lot of the videos I've made where I'm doing throat singing come after that. You know, it's like I'll go on and on and on for a while, or maybe just a little while, but I'll go on, and then something beautiful will happen, and I'll be like, I gotta get this, and I press record, but the beautiful thing is past. So it might be kind of cool to do a couple long form videos where like totally sucks, totally sucks, totally sucks, and then all of a sudden this beautiful thing happens. And then I can take that little piece out. But the difference between the highs and the lows are the overtones and the undertones. Trying to fill out that voice, fill out the throatiness of it. Because ultimately I'm shy and embarrassed, you know. Because it's stupid.